Lovely. I appreciate everything you have done for me, Deke. I've found in my time here at Hogwarts that one individual can only do so much. It is often the company that individual keeps that makes all the difference. Well, there we go. We did some potions work, stocked up on Wiggenweld. We have some more mandrakes. And musical frogs. Now, off to chat with Natty, who is, I believe, near Gryffindor Tower. That is, of course, if my journal can be relied upon. And it's, well, questionable. Apparently, though, this way. Which makes sense. There's only really one of two ways out. And I still do not understand those. Evidently, there's not something of high importance for me to understand, it would seem. Right. Hello, everyone. Don't mind me.
Galleons and a historian's uniform. It was brilliant solving those old treasure maps.
Yes. Of course. Arthur, it was lovely having you help. I think. I don't know. What is this?
I thought I could count on my
What? I'm confused. What is this? Right. I'm uncertain. Oh, you.
Can't see this being much good.
Hello.
For Half-Blood.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
What?
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache.
That sounds about
Those
right.
bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back.
Yes.
We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline, Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck.
Oh, I
Unable to
see.
tell which bell goes where.
That's a dumb question. I know he would do something that petty. What's the import of the bells?
Is it really that important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important? They're part of the school's history. Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to Charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to dinner. We can't simply fiddle with history. We're meant to be its stewards.
Very well, but don't. Just asking. I might be able to help.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room.
Right.
You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
Adelaide is actually quite helpful.
I imagine the bells are just inside in the bell tower.
Oh my goodness.
Revelio.
Ah, fine. So, my guide is indicating... apparently this way. And down. Down, down, down. I think this generally gets me towards Natty to begin with, so what's the harm in it? Outside of mild distractions and nuisances. But that's par for the course in this school. I have 2 of these bloody things to do, though. Well, hopefully they're both in the same general vicinity, so it makes it easier. That would be convenient. Right. I need to find... here we go.
Bells must be upstairs.
I have been up here. I see. Here we go.
Found them. I'll have to get those up there somehow. Wingardium Leviosa, perhaps.
Yes, I do like that thought. Wingardium Leviosa. Which is... this one.
Revelio.
Right, the problem now is... I provided the bells... oh, right. I was up here, and then that frog thing swallowed me and spat me out across the way. Which was very bizarre. And, well, as far as magical means of travel go, not my favorite.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Right. Yes. Are the bells down below? Oh. Well, that's one. You... probably go...
One up, one to go.
And number 2 is... where?
Revelio.
Ah, I'm... help. I've become stuck. Yes. This is... unfortunate. Bear...
Bombarda.
Can... I knocked a bit of some moths around. Can I...
Accio.
No.
Wingardium Leviosa.
No. Okay.
Glacis. Bombarda. Defender.
Okay. So we will need to... can I... Okay. I need to call for some assistance. Well, it took some, well, extensive calling, but I did manage to escape. With some assistance from Deke. Who would have thought that the most dangerous thing would have been a bloody box covered in, I don't know, a thing, cloth. Where in the world is this bell? I find it hard to believe that it'll be down here. Okay. Let's go back to the music room. Hello?
Revelio.
Right, do I... Well, I'm assuming that they should be red. What was that? No, that looks like one of those weird wizard statues that I still don't understand. That... maybe. I find it unlikely that it would be in here. Okay. Probably not. As I expected. It was not there.
Revelio.
Right. There you are, you bloody thing.
Wingardium Leviosa.
A thorn in my side. Get over here. Get... No. You blasted thing. There.
Well, that wasn't too hard. Evangeline should be pleased about this, even if Black isn't.
Well, yes. Black is not pleased about basically anything, so it's not my problem. Now is it? That said, let's get out of here before he does hear them and comes running. Hopefully my polyjuice hijinks didn't Ooh, what have we here? Hello?
In today's lesson, we will cover a truly thrilling event. The
Yeah,
Goblin
sounds thrilling.
Rebellion of 1752 and all its triumph and tragedy. But more specifically, we will address the devastating effect it had on the wizard milling industry. Throughout the many goblin battles, countless wizard cloaks were lost. Actually, we do know the number. 632.
What a dull teacher.
But history occurs outside the classroom. And look, it's time for my constitutional. One can practically osmose the history flowing through Hogwarts.
I think the professor wants us
my.
to follow him.
Oh my.
Now for a stroll to the bell tower entrance hall. Along with the rest of the castle, it was completed in the early Middle Ages.
Are you alright?
The hall and the bell
Going
towers
to let you sort yourself out.
contain myriad interesting artifacts.
This is, well, amazing that I can stay awake. Well, now that I'm on my feet, it should be better. Oh, yes.
Good to see you again. Recovered from that nasty bout of dragon pox, have we?
That
what?
wasn't me, Professor. I'm new here.
Are you? Well then, welcome. No doubt you're eagerly anticipating my analysis of various wizarding councils, codes, statutes, and of course, goblin rebellions. Not all
yes.
goblins are rebellious. Some venture into wizarding politics, such as Eargit the Ugly. Some are talented artisans, such as Bragbor the Boastful.
Of course. Wait, I know that name.
Did you say Bragball? I know that name. Lord Gok said he was an ancestor of Ranrock.
Well known for his metalwork. I would imagine much of his goblin wrought iron and silver has survived to this very day. Where were we? Oh, yes.
Interesting.
Back to our class topic for today.
This would be an actual interesting class if I had a
Grimbold
better
Weft,
teacher.
another notable historical figure. He's right nearby. Curious students can
Oh my
find him on
goodness.
display
He was
here in the
actually
bell
making me want to fall asleep while standing in front of him.
Revelio.
That's absurd. Yeah. Probably this. Grimbold Weft. This is the skull of famed tailor Grimbold Weft, whose skilled needlework repaired countless witches' and wizards' coats during the Goblin Rebellion of 1752, thus preventing them from taking ill during the battle.
Oh, yes. I see you found Grimbold Weft.
Yes. It was an intriguing search.
Yes, I rather enjoyed seeking him out.
The thrill of the scholarly pursuit. I know the feeling quite well. Now, let's turn our attention to the agreeability and general good nature of Sir Half-Puddle. He's also nearby.
Of course.
See what you can learn from him for your next assignment.
Yes, lovely.
Standing in eternal but symbolic watch of the
Revelio.
bell tower
Oh
is
my
a
goodness.
retinue of loyal knights.
Probably over here.
Statues
No.
of knights, I should clarify.
Oh, Natty.
Wagadu's history is,
Will
well,
spot the
a
statue
bit
of
different than that
Half-Puddle
of
of the
Hogwarts.
cheerful
I
countenance
believe it.
nestled among the ranks.
Probably shouldn't just go unlocking doors. Should
His
I?
fame was not won by vanquishing foes in
Abandoning
single
class to
combat,
wonder
nor
that these
by
bits of
Sir
playing
Skagglethrot the
rank
Heedless
and
once challenged a mountain troll to a game
Oh,
of musical chairs.
no.
Revelio.
Care to guess who won?
Leave it to Binns to make the most interesting school in the world.
I know.
Like, I encourage everyone to make the waving statue's
Fine.
acquaintance.
Aloha Mora.
Don't mind me. Ooh, ooh. I was in here somewhere. There we go.
Revelio.
What in... Okay, well, apparently not there.
Hogwarts founders could never have achieved such architectural majesty without
Holy
aid
crap.
of powerful magic.
Where? Oh. Is this it? Scorch marks. Allegedly the location of the first known instance of an arguably successful casting of Bombarda. Date unknown, caster unidentifiable. Sir...
Revelio.
Where are you? For crying out loud. You over here? No.
Hogwarts is impervious to the inexorable march of time.
Hi,
Perhaps that
ominous.
is why I admire it so.
I hope you're as bored as I. Where?
As one would expect, Hogwarts contains...
Where can I find that friendly knight you mentioned earlier?
Oh,
Oh yes, Sir Half-Puddle, or rather the statue of Sir Half-Puddle. It can be found amongst the other statues of knights. It's easy to identify, as it's been enchanted to wave at those who take the time to
Okay.
seek it out.
so armor that waves.
Revelio.
Definitely not that.
Our students often complain about the many
Maybe.
staircases at Hogwarts.
No, not you. Not you, allegedly either. Jeez. Maybe up further. Nope. Okay, well. We know it's a suit of armor. We know it waves at people. Beyond that, not much. Okay. Maybe, perhaps it's...
There's nothing quite so magical as history.
No?
Dusty,
Revelio.
immutable history.
No, not you. Maybe over here.
Sir Half-Puddle.
This is a centuries-old likeness of Pangadon. Fearless
Pangadon.
mouse hunter and devoted study companion.
Oh. Hello. Waving Knight. This set of armor belonged to Sir Half-Puddle of the Cheerful Countenance, a legendarily friendly knight who supposedly won every battle before it was fought, by virtue of his amiable negotiating tactics. Some attribute his success to an overly potent chilling charm he cast upon himself. Oh my goodness, Professor. I know you're a ghost, but can you liven this up a bit?
Professor Binns, I found the statue of Sir Half-Puddle.
Ah, well done. Alas, Sir Half-Puddle's affability was his undoing. Died instantly trying to befriend a basilisk.
That to do it.
Eye contact is not always to be encouraged.
I wouldn't want to
So
befriend
beloved
basilisk.
was he that even some goblins since morn
if that
has
were the
passed.
case, and I'm face to face with a basilisk, I've made some mistake somewhere along the line. They've landed me in a
Most
very
of whom could not
precarious
abide
position.
mourning the loss of a wizard.
If that's that's a shame.
Pity goblins and wizards can't get along.
True, but imagine how dull my lectures would be without goblin rebellions to discuss.
Fine, there's
History
probably
does
more
tend
to
to
history than
repeat.
goblin rebellions.
It is a series of patterns, a thought both comforting and disconcerting.
Yes, yes.
Wise students, such as yourself, will learn from it.
Hello, Friar. Okay.
History is written by those who do their schoolwork, so they say.
Oh
Or at
my
least
goodness.
I like to say that.
That was painful. Interesting stuff, but my goodness, was it dull? Duller than the dullest table knives in the Great Hall.
So little.
Oh. I never thought it would be possible for me to potentially fall asleep while standing on my own 2 feet.
Never shuts up about you.
That is what Professor Binns almost did to me. Right, anyways. Let's report back to Evangeline. Let her know that we repositioned the bells. And then go have a talk with Natty about our next steps with relation to those dark wizards. Hello.
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well.
Of course. Thank you.
You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
You're welcome.
I can't believe...
Right. Right. Now, Natty. Where are you? You are this way. Lovely. I was gonna say, I get to wait on the bloody trick doors. There. And where is she? Interesting. Hello, everyone. Hello. She must be in like the main Great Hall or something.
What you did in Cross Wands was fantastic.
Yes, it wasn't anything remarkable. It was like 3 duels, and I got lucky on most of them. If it were run like an actual tournament or anything, I probably wouldn't be the champion. Great Hall. Hi, Peeves. Bye, Peeves. Oh. Hello, Natty.
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
Perfect.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it
Ah.
came from me.
Fair.
She likely told other professors, and news travels
Nothing
quickly.
stays secret here.
Unfortunately, she might,
for long.
in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
Oh no. Well, I can understand her position. You are doing something quite remarkable. And, I'm happy to be helping.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight
Well, there's
again.
that too.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not.
I'm not surprised.
Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
Oh.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
No.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us.
Blame.
A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Oh. How's your mother holding up then?
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming.
Can't see every
she misses
possibility.
him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way.
Justice or
but that
vengeance?
does not mean that she likes it.
What do you think your father would think?
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does.
Fair.
But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
Lovely. And I don't mean to pry or be casting presumptions or insinuating anything, but you're not at fault for the bandits' actions and your father protecting you. You were young. There was no expectation of you being able to hold off bandits with rifles. That's absurd. But I also want to make sure that this quest that we are partaking in, I want to make sure that this is for justice and not just for vengeance.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that.
Perfect.
He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
Lovely. Well, I am sorry for your loss. That is very traumatic.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words.
Of course.
We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow.
I
and once
hope
he
so.
is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood.
Oh, yes.
We are making progress, and we will succeed.
Perfect.
Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Yes and no. Were it not for you, I probably wouldn't put much thought into a lot of the things I've done to counteract the Ashwinders. Has anyone told them that it is rude to just well, fall to pieces in the middle of a hallway? If you're gonna fall to pieces, at least do it in private. Or at least where you aren't going to cause people to trip and fall. My goodness.